Trump just made big announcement about who gets his $100,000 quarterly salary and pisses libs off. President Trump is once again not cooperating with the liberals in their plan to make him look like a dirty, money-hungry monster. Apparently, our highly successful commander-in-chief got to where he is by someone other than stinginess and money-grubbing, as the left would have you believe, because he's once again giving money away. This is making the DNC Scrooge persona that they're trying to pin on him slide off like butter on a hot biscuit, and we couldn't be more happy about it. The president told us after being elected that he planned to donate his presidential salary to a charity, and his daughter Rivka made a similar pledge after she was hired for an advisory position in the West Wing. There was still some hope on the part of the liberals that he would just forget, because that's what most liberals do when it comes to promises, they forget, but wouldn't you know it, that darn capitalist remembered, and the money is headed out the door as soon as it comes across the president's desk. This time around, he's donating his gains to a part of the government that everyone really wanted to believe that he hated, education. The quarter's earnings of $100,000 will be going, in full, to the United States Department of Education. While this should make everyone jump for joy, you know, anything for the kids and all that, of course not everyone is happy. The president seems to just be seeing that as a side perk though. Via young cons. President Donald Trump always said he didn't run for president for the money, and now he is once again proving it. Today the White House announced that he is donating the next $100,000 of his salary to the U.S. Department of Education. The announcement was made by White House spokesperson Sarah Huckabee Sanders during Wednesday's daily press briefing. As she announced the donation, television screen showed a photo of a $100,000 check Trump signed over to the DOE. Interestingly, earlier this year Trump proposed slashing the DOE's budget by $9.2 billion, or a 14% reduction. This isn't the first donation of his salary, either. In July the president announced that $400,000 of his salary was going to preservation efforts aimed at saving and maintaining the Civil War Antietam battlefield in Maryland. Interior Secretary Ryan Zink said that there was also $185,000 in matching funds that were donated. As both the Secretary of the Interior and a military veteran, I'm deeply honored and humbled to deliver the donation to Antietam National Battlefield on behalf of President Trump, Mr. Zink said. The president's donation will allow generations of Americans to learn about our history and heritage on this sacred site. Trump said it on the campaign trail, but early in his presidency Trump reiterated that he would not take a salary as president. CBS News reported on the president's intention to donate his salary, shortly after his election in November of last year. It wasn't long after Donald Trump's victory this week that questions began to circulate about what would happen to his business empire and income when the business mogul becomes president. During his first television interview as president-elect on Sunday, Trump told 60 Minutes' Leslie Stahl that he wouldn't take a salary as president. "Well, I've never commented on this, but the answer is no," Trump said. "I think I have to by law take $1, so I'll take $1 a year. But I don't even know what it is." Stahl reminded the president-elect, "That's $400,000 you're giving up." Again, Trump answered, "No, I'm not gonna take the salary. I'm not taking it." From the very beginning, Trump has promised that he'd set business's concerns aside if he was elected. In fact, he told Face the Nation moderator John Dickerson last October that he's been phasing out his role throughout his campaign. "Look, I would cut all ties. I wouldn't care about it," Trump told Dickerson. "My kids will run it. I wouldn't want to expand very much. It wouldn't matter to me. I have a chance at making America great again, that's the whole focus." He promised last year that he would refuse to take a salary as president, too. During a campaign appearance in Rochester, New Hampshire, last October, the billionaire told a crowd he would not be accepting the $400,000 annual salary if he became president. "The first thing I'm going to do is tell you that if I'm elected president, I'm accepting no salary, okay?" Trump said. "That's not a big deal for me." Days later, Trump held a Twitter Q&A, encouraging the American people to ask him questions using the hashtag #AskTrump. One user asked, "Will you forego the presidential salary if elected?" Trump confirmed for a second time that he would refuse to take a salary. "As far as the salary is concerned, I won't take even $1, said Trump. "I am totally giving up my salary if I become president." According to Forbes' latest investigation released in September, the business magazine estimates Trump's wealth is around $3.7 billion, down $800 million from a year ago. Once again, here's the president doing things that might lead the rational to think that he cares about the people of this country. It's almost like his campaign slogan of "Making America Great Again" was a real sentiment, and not just something that he said to get votes. Well, you're welcome to make up your own mind as to the real intentions of the president, but if you were waiting for him to put his money where his mouth is, the wait is over. The president is officially in a class potentially only two other presidents who donated their salary to charity. Sorry liberals, if you were waiting to pounce on him, you'll have to wait a bit longer. Turns out he follows through on his promises. Share if you're glad to have an honest and generous president. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe Breaking News 365 channel. Goodbye and see you again.